Hey everybody, welcome back to the shop. Today I'm going to be putting on a set of power side steps from Rough Country on the Lightning. Um, the steps come down a little farther than the stock ones, and my wife, she doesn't like how high the step is, so I don't mind putting these on either because they kind of tuck up out of the way when you don't need them. So we'll show you what the kit comes with. So this kit comes with 4 motors. Um, they're all labeled where they go: front right, right rear. They are heavy. I mean, like heavy duty. So I'm pretty confident that these are going to be pretty strong. Um, it comes with, this is the on-off switch. So if you like open the door and they come down, you can turn it off and they'll stay down. So like you could wash them or whatever like that. And you can also turn it so that they'll stay up when you open the door. It comes with, I know there's a bunch of sensors here, like magnet sensors that sensor when the door is open or closed. And then lights. They're 6-inch wide boards. First thing, as always, when I put anything up, big or small, on this lift, I put these jack stands on it. If it's a car, I might put one on each end, but with a truck, I typically put 4. So most of the weight is carried by these jacks. So the first thing we'll have to do is take the stock running boards off. I'm hoping that with this lift, it's high enough that I can mount. I wanted it on the lift to run the wiring and everything, so if I can put the step on and everything, I'll do that. I should say, not the steps, but the parts that mount here, and not put this on yet, just to get it all up there. I could put the step on after it's back on the ground. Okay, I got the motors and brackets mounted. So, it's just these 3 bolts that are already there. I had one, it didn't end up being an issue, but I thought it was going to be. But this top one here, the stud actually got loose. It was like, I mean, I could have literally pushed it in the frame. So I don't know how you would fix that if you had to. But it was able to start threading and tighten up. So I don't know, like down the road with that, if it ever has to come off, the nut might come off. I don't know. We'll have to see, or not see. Hopefully, I'd never have to see that. But the rest were fine. So now, like I said, because of this arm here, I'm not going to put the boards on until after. I'm going to run all the wires down here up high, out of the way. And once I get it on the floor, I will finish tightening these up. But the main reason I have it on the lift is for the wiring and putting the lights on, so I could stand up and do it, not lay on the floor. Under the truck, I can show the other side. There's an extra set of studs for steps. So on the passenger side, you're going to use the 2 bottom step mounting bolts to mount the controller. So I believe next is just running all the wires now. So what is cool about the Lightning here is this is like a plastic tray. There's one on each side. And so the motors they're all labeled too. So rear left, the other one says front left, etc. But the wiring, you can just, I'm going to zip tie it in here, but you can just lay it in here and it's protected inside of this. And there's one on each side. Now, another thing, I see a lot of people running the wire across the truck, like here. Like, and you got the wire loom hanging under the truck, which, if you ever to take the skid plate off, or if you do go off-road and you hit this, you're going to rip the wires off. So the Lightning has this square tube runs through the frame. So I just ran it right through the center of that. So it's above the battery in the frame. And it comes from the control box here. So everything's plugged in and it just comes out this side of this tube. So it's like a perfect place to run the cable. And I'm going to run the power wire. And these are all not zip tied yet. They're all going to be zip tied up. But here's the main power I'm going to run to the battery. So I just have to get it up into the compartment up there. If it doesn't reach, I'm going to have to extend them. It'll be close, I think. But everything else is plenty long enough. These are the little pigtails for the lights. So I'm going to mount the lights next, zip tie all these cables how I want them. And then I'm going to lower it to the ground and finish the rest inside the vehicle from up top, because all the lower stuff will be completed. So I just wanted it's easier to work on up here. All right, so I got these lights mounted, and what I did, and I'm not worried about drilling holes because this is aluminum, so I'm not really worried about rust or anything. I got all the lights mounted. I drilled a 3/8 hole so that this plug will fit through it and it can stay up high out of the way. Now with these trays, what I did is I drilled 2 holes in the plastic and I mounted the cable to the tray. So this way it doesn't, somehow come flopping out in the wind or something like that. So it's going to stay up in there. On this side, there is a wiring harness, so I just kind of zip tied it up to that to keep it in there. The rest is in the tray, but it's not going to come out. On this side, since I zip tied it to the existing, I am not going to attach it to the tray, because if for some reason that tray gets ripped off, I do not want any chance it's going to rip that loom off. I'm not really worried about it on this side because it's got to do a lot, and the zip ties will probably break before. But this isn't attached to anything harness-wise on this side. So, yeah, pretty much I did that whole deal with all the lights. So everything down low is hooked up. This cable's got to run in the cab, and this is the power that runs up to the battery. So that's all I got left other than putting the actual steps up there. Yep, so the rest I believe I'm just going to do on the floor. I might try to get up in here, get this cable at least in the truck on the lift, but after that everything else can be done on the floor. So there is a grommet right there that you just put a little cuts in so you can get the cables up in there, and it is right behind the passenger side front motor. And now they're inside, so I can probably put these side the steps on now, and then it's just a matter of hooking up the power. I got it up under the hood too. So I have it coming up through here, and here's the cables right here. So I can I'm going to see if this is live all the time. I think these are over here, and then I'll hook it there, and then the negative to the ground right there. Okay, so we got them bolted up. Looks pretty decent. Now I just need to run these sensors inside and hook the power up. So inside here, we got to bring the white and the 2 wires that go plug into that on-off plug. These panels here, they just pop right off sideways. so you can get a little room there. I used a fish tape, and I just taped onto there just so I could get it across to the other side. So hopefully it fits. All right, and I got all that popped back in. So now we're just on the driver's side. Now, as far as lining these sensors up, I went center of the latch. I measured where I put this magnet, which is in the center, is 1 3/4 inches from the center of this. So then I measured from here, center, 1 3/4 inches down, and it should swipe this. And I did similar for the back. So I have the sensor mounted down here. I went from the center of this, center of the bolt, down, and then I matched the magnet to the same distance downward. So I took this panel off here. You don't have to, but it just makes it easier. I'm gonna just attach the switch where they show in the video right there. But anyway, it's coming through here. I ran it up there and I got it zip tied. There's a hole in here. Of course it won't focus. There. I just zip tied it to there. This panel is going to cover that wire when I put this panel back on. So then now I'm just going to, I'll put this piece back on, and then I'll have this up in here and plug it in. And then if I have to zip tie it again up inside there, I will. But the other wire is running under the carpet along probably about that far down under the carpet, under this, and it's coming, it's ending right here, and then that's where these rear sensors go, and then we're just about there. So for anyone that's never taken this off, you just need a pry tool and pop this cover loose, and there's 2 7mm under it, just so you know. All right, the best way to get into this panel here is to put this seat all the way forward. And basically you're going to grab it from the top and just pull it loose. There's nothing to it, and then you pull this piece out too. So now this should all come out. And then after we get that out, we'll just get these set up here. So for the front sensor, you want the one with this plug on it, because that's going to go into the white wire that we ran all the way to this side. And the other one is going to ground right behind that 10mm bolt. So you literally just grab and pull this. There's no glue or anything like that. You just pull it back so you can get the wires through there, stick the sensor on, and then push it back in there. So the terminal in here did end up working. It's hot all the time. And then I grounded it here. And doing like I said with those sensors, just measuring it, it came out perfect. There's seems like a couple second delay before it goes up, but I just basically did it by centering those magnets and, you know, getting the same measurement here, instead of like, I didn't even have to check it and look at it, it just lines up. So we'll try this. Okay, the off switch, just put them right back up. Yeah, so if you shut the switch off, the default is they go back up. So to make them go down so that I can tighten them brackets underneath, I'm going to have them come down and then disconnect it. All right, well, I know I'm inside, so it's kind of hard to get a really far angle from it. But there will be more videos with this truck anyway. But I think it's pretty good with a black truck for sure. I think it's just what it needed. Especially now that it drops down a certain amount, it's easier to get up into it. So the main reason I got this is because, you know, the other day my wife was complaining about getting in it and she didn't want to jump up in it. So this step comes down farther than the stock step and is wider. So it's just like an even step into the vehicle. So I know this is going to work out real good. And on top of it, it gives you the effect of like more, like it's higher up, kind of like an illusion. But they seem to work good, so we'll see how they pan out as far as longevity. I would say that since all the wiring is run, if anything ever goes out, it would be easy to just change out individual pieces, you know, as long as the wiring harness is good, because that really was the extent of it. So now everything where it's at, you could easily just unplug it, take the part off, replace it, and plug it back in. So hopefully won't have to do any of that, but I think I like it. So we're gonna have another video on the front struts because I did a lift on it, leveling kit, and took out the spacers and put in some E-box shocks that actually use the spring to lift it, the stock spring, at a different height. So more to come. If you like what you see, please hit that like and subscribe button, and we'll catch you on the next one.